Mr. President,
Senator from Alabama.
the plan that's been introduced to the Senate today is really an affront to common sense. The plan presented by Senator Reid, it's an affront to the financial condition this country is in. I am working and hope to be able to support a highway bill that will have a modest increase in highway spending that's paid for, that does not increase the debt. And we can do that. It's not that hard. Apparently it is hard because nobody wants to make any tough choices. They want to set priorities. So then it becomes really hard. You just want to keep everything going at the same rate, but we really do need to invest some money in our infrastructure to maintain it, highway, bridges, roads, and it expands certain highways that need to be fixed. So I think we should do that. Senator Reid comes in with a tax increase plan, a big spending plan, and totaling, I think, $60 billion. And we're supposed to pass this, and we haven't yet found the money to pay for the fundamental highway bill this Congress is supposed to be working on. And I believe it's wrong. I don't believe it can be justified by any stretch of the imagination. Well, don't worry, they say we're raising taxes to fund this new transportation infrastructure program. Only a small portion of it is the infrastructure bank. Well, this country is spending enough. We're wasting enough money now. It would be a mistake for the American people to allow Congress to extract more money from them to spend today on even a new program while we're doing nothing about the surging debt that's running on in our country, nothing about the Solyndra-type loan programs that are wasting money in huge amounts. That loan failure alone amounts to as much money as Alabama gets from the general fund, the highway bill and infrastructure bill, period. One loan. So we need to get our act together, and I don't believe it's legitimate. I'm the ranking Republican on the Budget Committee. I'm looking at these numbers, and I'm just astounded. So we raised taxes. One time they said we got to raise taxes to reduce our debt. Now we raise taxes to increase spending. A new program. And we still don't have the basic $12 billion that's being looked at to be found to fund the basic highway bill. I'm just flabbergasted. I don't believe it's right. I think it's some sort of clever gimmick that political thinkers got together and conjured up that they could imagine that this would be a fun thing. We'll bring it up on the floor. It has no chance of passage. They'll bring it up on the floor. Republicans will oppose it, and we'll accuse them of being against highways. We'll accuse them of being for giving tax breaks to millionaires. That's what we'll do. That'll be clever. That'll be really fun. Well, sometimes we got to get serious about this debt. For the third year in a row, we just completed September 30th, we've had over $1 trillion in debt. 30% of the money we're spending, 40% of the money we're spending is borrowed. If we ever have to raise taxes, and that'll be the last thing, it ought to be done only after we've squeezed every wasteful dime out of spending in this country, before we go back and ask the American people to give more money to a Congress that plays games with their money, that's allowed the deficits to be maintained at a rate beyond anything this nation has ever seen before, and are projected to continue indefinitely under the plans that are out there from the budget the President submitted to us, which fortunately is not going to be accepted. So we've got a real problem, Mr. President. I thank the chair. I just want to be on record as saying I don't believe this is a responsible way for us to proceed. I know there's a lot of politics around here, but we're at a point where we need to be thinking about a responsible way to find the funding to maintain a good highway program. And that's not going to be easy. to have this bill thrown in here that's going to be dead as a doornail is not a good approach to it. We need to be worrying about that problem rather than a huge new spending program, allowing a bunch of bureaucrats to pick and choose where they want to send the money. That's the way the progressives like to do it, you know. You just give them money and let these smart people decide where to pass it around. They probably won't give any to West Virginia and Alabama. They got bigger projects in their mind than that. Thank the chair, and I wanted to share those thoughts. I hope my colleagues will oppose the Reid idea that will be coming up later today.